As we stated in the last video, we were talking about potential trades with B-Rob. We was talking about Terry getting off the PUP list. We was talking about we took an ass kicking last week, and what could we do to bounce back from this last debacle that happened last week? Well, the Commanders showed a whole bunch of things, good, bad, and even a little bit indifferent. Well, enough speculating. Let's just talk about it. Let's get to it. What up, what's good, what's happening? It's your boy Big Herb here, and welcome to another episode of Off the Bench. We are on the road to 500 subs, so be sure to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And also be able to just share this episode as well to your friends or your family, your loved ones, everybody, just to talk about Commanders talk, man, because they're the hottest thing, the hottest ticket in the city right now. So, one thing that with this game yesterday, man, where do we start? Let's start off with the injuries. Okay, so starting off, I did say one thing that I was looking forward to with this game. I wanted to see how our secondary was going to do, which, in all honesty, I really wanted to see how Trey Amos was going to do. And well, apparently he didn't play. Apparently on this weekend, he had some tightness in his hamstring, and DQ said that he didn't feel like this game was big enough to where he would be playing. He did say if this was a serious game, he would be playing, but it's preseason, so he didn't want to risk it. I get it. Great business decision. A few people who are still out from this game. You had Noah Brown, who's still injured. Marcus Mariota, who's still injured. Laramie Tunsil took a vet rest. Bobby Wagner took a vet rest. Von Miller, vet rest. Sam Cosmi, he's still injured with his ACL. Jordan McGee, still injured. Brandon Coleman, still injured. Zach Ertz, vet rest. Terry McLaurin, we still know he's in this contract situation. Brian Robertson, he's either going to get traded or we could get cut. We talked about that in the last episode. So if you still want to get my opinions on that, just tune into the last episode. John Jones, he was injured, and Javonte Jean-Baptiste is still injured. So with those guys being out of the picture, like I said, with Trey Amos, I had questions. I wanted to go ahead and see it. But, I mean, hey, let's just go ahead and get straight into the breakdown of it. Game started off with the Bengals starting off. Joe Burrow starting off the game with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. We automatically thought, okay, we need to go ahead and see how this secondary is going to last up against them. And, well, even though it's preseason, they only played one drive, talking about T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. They had a whopping one catch and 20 yards. I'm sorry, one catch and 12 yards. We did our job. Make sure they didn't go ahead and blow everything up. But Joe Burrow is Joe Burrow. So we still had to go ahead and apply pressure. And man, did we do that. Wise was balling. Was a couple other people on the deep. The whole entire, let me just go ahead and say this. The whole defensive line literally was balling today. Applying pressure, stopping the run, doing whatever it is that they wanted to do, because Joe Burrow was out there longer than I felt comfortable. And I'm not even a Bengals fan. I felt like he should have been in that game probably about 1 or 2 series and get him the hell out of there. He's a premier player in this league, arguably the best quarterback in the league. So why the hell is he still playing all the way into the second quarter? Well, there was one particular play in this whole entire situation that went down, and it kind of looked like this.
Pressure by Dorrance Armstrong, the former Dallas Cowboy, and he wasn't alone, a loss of 17.
Now here they come.
Yeah, at some point, this was very reminiscent to Little Giants. You know, I mean, how many of y'all seen it when it went like? Yeah, I mean, it definitely was a play that I was just like, wow, they are still leaving this guy in here to get fucked up. I don't know why, but it is what it is. It's not my team. I don't care. I want to see penetration. I want to go and see them stop the run. I want to see them do bad. I want to come in there with bad intentions. And man, did they do it. Another thing, as far as with the like I said, with the DBs, they looked like they were going. They looked okay. They really did look okay. But they, like I said, they were going against Joe Burrow. One thing like I said, I would have liked to see Trey Amos in there, but going up against Sissy's ones. But I understand. Rest. You don't need to go ahead and put him up against these guys, and it's not even a game that's going to be worth watching after today. Let's get to that offense, because that offense, man, efficient is the word of the day. So let's start off with this. Number one, the first string starting offense looked like last year on steroids. O-line looked amazing, even with 3 starters out. C-Rod had a huge, big 40-yard run that I thoroughly was like, wow on. Deebo Samuels had he looked like 2019 Deebo. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? His ass ain't fat. He looked very good out there today, albeit one play, and I'm not going to get too built up on it, but John Bates showed why he is the best blocking tight end in the game. Don't argue with me, argue with your mother. That dude is if not top 3. I don't know who else who's a better blocking tight end in this league than John Bates. He at one point he even had a block where he sealed off 2 players at the same time when Bill definitely went out there and balled. He got a big run for a touchdown, and he laid out 2 people at the same time. I'm telling you, man, this dude is the best blocking tight end in the league. Josh Connolly was balling out there. He had one play where he got bull rushed on there, but I'm not gonna hold that too much against him. He had a solid day today. I thoroughly thought he had a really good day. Getting up to the second string. Okay, so offense on second string, Bill. Everybody's calling him Bill. I'm gonna go ahead and take the name from Janky Rondo because he called him Kill Bill. I'm calling him Kill Bill from now on. Kill Bill. He was cooking. Who else? But the thing about it too, Josh Johnson really looked bad. I mean, it's a reason why he was on 50-11 teams throughout his whole entire career. And he showed it because he's the third backup quarterback. It was kind of hard to evaluate other positions because the quarterback play was so bad. But one person who did shine that was a receiver, Jalen Lane. He had 1 catch today on 1 target, and he actually did a very good job separating and getting the ball and making a juke and getting a couple extra yards. Second team defense: Carlos Vigors, Carlin Vigors, and Bobby Price. They might be selling insurance by next week. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. They look awful. They got mossed. Both of them got mossed in the game. I really didn't see enough penetration to my liking for the defensive line, but they played somewhat okay. Third team offense. I'm trying to be very positive in this situation because Sam Hartman he did absolutely nothing in that game. Nothing was good. Like I said earlier, it's hard to evaluate the rest of the team when the quarterback play was so horrendous. He is going to be on next year's version of The Bachelor. That's honestly what I think he's going to do. Nice looking guy. He hasn't. What's the Bible? The person in the Bible, Samson. He ain't been the same since he cut his hair. I'm just gonna call it what it is. He looked bad. He really looked bad out there yesterday. It was very hard to try to evaluate this team with quarterback play just looking like ass. I don't know any other way to explain it. It really ain't much to talk about. First things first, Mariota's the backup quarterback, and he's not playing. And rightfully so. He shouldn't even be playing in the preseason, because the one thing about this quarterback backup for the third string, one of them gonna be gone. And truth be told, I wouldn't be mad if they cut both of them. I'm just being honest. Both of them look bad. I know Sam Hartman is JD's best friend and everything, but dude, you got to show me something, and you showed me nothing over the last 2 weeks. You look bad. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I will say this, third team defense, not gonna lie, I kind of checked out because they did absolutely nothing. No penetration, no good coverage. They did absolutely nothing. That's just what it is. Special teams. Other than Matt Gay not getting the ball deep enough on kickoff returns, kickoff coverage, I'm sorry. The special teams actually played way better than last week. That's the only gripe that I had. He hit his field goal, so that was good. Jalen Lane looked really good on some of his returns. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to. Not only is Jalen Lane looking good as a potential starting slot receiver, but he's actually doing really good on special teams. So that's something to look forward to. Here it is and let's go to the next part, which is game balls and run a mile. So let's start off with game balls.
Listen up. Oh. Game ball.
Game balls go to, and here's a list of them. Kill Bill, starting offensive line. C-Rod, Jaden Daniels, Debo, starting D-line, Jalen Lane, Revo, Quan, and Harris. The safeties played amazing. Revo is one of my favorite players in the camp this year. He's been balling out. Getting back to JD, I know, like I said, it was really quick. He went in there, and there's a reason why he's a potential MVP candidate this year. And if you looked at this play right here, it had me like, no, go, no. Oh, yes.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
And that's my quarterback. My guy was so efficient out there, just balling. And yes, he should have slid, but you know what? Fuck it. He's a gamer. I really don't want him to. And this is the one time. This time, look here. He went in and out. He's not going to be out. He's not playing third game. He said in the press conference, well, we'll see if I'm going to be playing in the third game. He ain't playing in the third game. He's not. We'll see you on September 7th against the Giants. And this is what they have to look forward to, because the Giants are going to be going up. They have the one thing that scares me about the Giants is they have a great front four. It's awesome. It's really good. The rest of the team, I do not, other than Malik Neighbors, I am not scared of them. The offensive line is not that good. So Russell Wilson could do whatever he wants to, but it's kind of hard to be going in and doing whatever he wants when he's laying on his ass, because I do not have faith in that offensive line over there. That defensive line is something to be scared of. I think with that defensive line, they could potentially, at the ceiling, they could get 7 wins this year. I'm just being honest. That team is not good. They don't scare me, but that front seven is something to that you wake up out of nightmares from. Getting back to the game balls, Kill Bill. My man has been. He came in there, took over the running back position. He didn't start, but C-Rod did, and he showed why. Do I think that and Bill was actually instead of just being taken out, they put him back in the game at some points. Me personally, I want to go ahead and just take him out right now. I understand that he needs to get some reps and everything, but if he's supposed to be your starting running back, then don't do it. Or if you're going to have it running back by committee, that's fine. I want to go ahead and make sure that we have none of our running backs hurt going into this last preseason game. Another thing, that starting offensive line looked tremendous, and they weren't even starting 3 of their starting linemen. Between Tunsil being out, Coleman being out, and Cosme being out, they look tremendous out there. Chris Paul, balled out there. What's his name? Connerly, bald. Allegretti, bald. What's his name? The whole line just looked really good out there. And as a former offensive lineman, I loved every single minute of it. Debo, yeah, it was only one play. It was an end around, and he got like 19 yards on it. Great. Put him on the sideline. Don't have him playing for the rest of the preseason. Starting defensive line, like I said earlier, that defensive line was getting plenty of penetration. I thought it was very good of them. Like I said, that play just reminded me of the Little Giants part in that movie. What else? Jalen Lane, like I said, he played really good on the punt return coverage, punt return, and he played very good as far as that one receiving play. Now, this is where we run a mile.
You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, and I will break my foot off in your John Brown hind parts. And then you will run a mile.
Both backup quarterbacks, Hartman and Johnson, played horrible. Excuse me. I was not impressed at all. To be honest with you, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they cut both of them. It was bad. There's nothing to go ahead and elaborate on it other than they both stink. Carlin Vigors, Bobby Price, you got to go and run a mile. The way that you guys played yesterday, it was not good at all. I expected more, but you showed me what happened last week is the same thing that happened again. And if you play like this, you're going to be with Dominique Hampton. I'm just going to be keeping it real. But yeah, that's the run a mile for today. Pros and cons. Let me go ahead and say this. Pros. The team played with energy, fight, urgency, and they showed great competition out there. I really liked every single thing. They felt like they had some energy, and I want to go ahead and say the way that they played that game against the joint practice with the Burgundy and Gold game, I think that had a lot to do with it. That showed like, hey, we got to get some energy. The defensive line with Kinlaw, Wise, Goldman, the whole entire Payne, Jazan, all of them look good. Penetration, doing whatever it is that the fuck they wanted to do back there. They did work today. Congratulations. You did a damn good job. The next thing I want to talk about, cons. We still need to give discipline. 7 penalties for 74 yards. That's not acceptable. We have a standard now. And this is not the standard that we're used to playing with, especially after last year. We're a very disciplined team, and 7 penalties for 74 yards is unacceptable. I don't give a damn if it's a preseason or not. Committing turnovers. Like I said, with the 2 quarterbacks, both of them threw interceptions. One of them with Johnson, I was like, what the fuck are you throwing to? Like, the receiver's going over here. You threw all the way over here. What's going on? Defense forced potential turnovers, but they didn't execute. They had one, I forget who actually was the person, but they had a potential one-handed interception and they dropped it. Now, I get it. It's a one-handed one, but I mean, still, tip it up in the air, come down with it. Another one where we had a fumble and we could have came over there and picked it up. We didn't pick it up. And we were one of the teams that forced a lot of fumbles last year, but couldn't even pick them up because we don't like good things. And that's pretty much all I got to say for this episode. I like this, even though we lost the game, was it 31-17? I don't give a damn about no damn preseason score. I want to see effort. I want to see people walk out with no injuries. And yeah, I just want to go ahead and see just effort. Show me that, because I mean, let's keep it real. At the end of the day, if the first string was still in there, it would have been a whole different story. The second team, the second team and the third team, half of them ain't even going to be on the team by next week. I'm just keeping it a buck. It's nothing personal. It's business. You guys did not show any effort out there sometimes. Browning, the backup quarterback, was dotting a lot of people out there. Burrow is Burrow. I'm not even going to get pissed off about that. I'm not. Joe Burrow is Joe Burrow. Let's just keep it a buck. But yeah, penalties and turnovers definitely are the cons for me. But I do like the pros as far as the team playing with effort. They played with urgency, great competition. I loved every single minute of that. And yeah, guys, so that's going to be it for this episode. Please make sure you go ahead, like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you thought about the game. Did you feel like they had great, like they played with some competition out there? Did you feel like they had some fight? Did JD show us that he's in for an MVP season? The Debo, what did you think about Debo? What did you think about what's the game? Bill. What do you think about C-Rod? What do you think about this front line? This front defensive line? What do you think about this offensive line? What's gonna happen when we actually get everybody together like Tunsil, Coleman, and hopefully Cosme by week 1? I mean, fingers crossed. Tell me what you think in the comment section, guys. I mean, hey, the comment section here is for something. So, some of y'all, they keep on calling me. Stop fucking calling me and leave it in the comment section. Thank you for watching. But leave it in the comment section. I appreciate you guys. Love you all. Like I always say, guys, help me grow so I can do more. As we always do, left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Peace.
Yo, you made it to the end of Off the Bench. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Man, look, it ain't going to cost you that much. It ain't going to cost you anything at all. Just press that like, that share, and subscribe. Help a brother out, man.